Hello everyone, my name is JMLisondra, and in this tutorial I am going to teach you on how to create or how to paint a good water reflection or a proper way of painting water reflections. So as you see guys, I have two sets of painting here with the same pattern on a river. We have a tree or group of trees. So here on the left side, this will be the wrong way on how to paint the reflection, and on the right side I'm going to teach you on how to paint the proper way of painting the reflection. Okay guys, so I'm going also to show you that reflection is different from shadows. So mostly beginners think that reflection is also the shadow or the same with the shadow. So again guys, the shadow is the absence of light. As you see, when there's so much light, you can see the shadow, and you can see a dark part of below the object, so that will be the shadow guys. And the reflection is like a mirror. When you see yourself in the mirror, you can see yourself. That's the reflection. Okay, so I'm going to show you on how to paint that the proper way. Okay, so as you see guys, I am still using limited colors in my palette, and I'll be using four colors only. Without the black, I'll be using the burnt sienna. Okay, so I hope you understand guys, and you get something out of this, and you can apply it on your own. Okay, and you can use any brush guys, as long as you are comfortable. And here I'm using the first will be I'm going to use the number 6 flat brush here. Okay, so it's a small brush guys, a small flat brush. So we can use a medium flat brush as long as it's a good size for the job. Okay, so I'll do here first the which you don't need to do, or the what do you call that, the improper way of painting the reflection. Okay, so we'll start here with the don't part. Okay, so here I'm going to use the brown. So I'm going to put the reflection here first guys, with some blue color to create a dark tones or darker tones. Okay, so mostly guys, the beginners do something like this. Okay, so just listen guys, and okay, here, there. So I think you see something's wrong. And I have here, I'm going to put the highlights also with a brown or a light brown with some yellow or burnt sienna. So burnt sienna and yellow guys, with more white. So just watch me first guys. Okay, so that's it. So I'll explain, guys. So here, as you can see, the reflection on the below the rock. This is a rock, guys, a huge rock. So as you can see, guys, that the reflection is not aligned on the object here on the top. So this is a wrong way, guys. So some of, even me, guys, I am also guilty with this. The first time I start painting, so sometimes my reflection is not aligned with the object we saw above the surface or above the water. So we need to make it align, okay, here. So I'm going to paint here the proper way. So I'll be using the same color, but I'm going to make it a little greenish, or you can use a bluish color, guys, because some of the, especially this part is a little shallow. So you can see a little bit the color of the below the water, guys. So it's most likely yellowish, or actually some of it is are brownish. So it's all up to you guys how you can create below the um, surface of the water, or on the ground of the, I don't know what to call that, guys. So something like that. But I'm going to create also tutorial like that in the future, how to paint below the, or when you paint a shallow river, something like that. Okay, here, so we should be careful, guys. Painting it the proper way, so you need to align first. So in this part here, you should to align the reflection of the rock here, also here, there. So first we need to cover it with the dark colors, or a little yellow green colors. Oh no, not yellow green, guys, greenish color, something like that. Sorry, sometimes I forget to say it, or sometimes I miss with my, or yeah, I have a brain fog sometimes. Okay, so yeah, that's, compared to this, it's a little this one is, you can see correct way of painting the reflection. Here it's not aligned, and here, as we corrected this one, it's more aligned. So that's it. So let's put the highlight. So I'll be using the same color. So always remember, guys, that the color should almost similar to this here, the color for the reflection. It's sometimes it looks like darker, but it should be similar with the tone. So when you put something like this, the highlights here is a little yellowish, you should put a little yellowish here, not like this one, it's a little brownish. It's way different. So here, let's put the highlights of the reflection. There are also many ways, guys, of painting the reflection. So this one is the I think an accurate way of painting it. There, that's it. Yeah, you don't have to paint the color here, guys, because the reflections is a little transparent in color. So you should not put the dark, all the dark tones on what you see on the object. Okay, so here are darker colors, so you don't have to put it here also. There. So here, guys, when you compare, so this one is mostly correct compared to this one. Okay, so I hope you understand, guys, and get something out of it. So the next will be the reflection here. Here. So I am mixing a darker color. So I'll paint it correctly. I'll align it, but I'm going to do something terrible. There. Okay. Okay guys, so here it is. So as you can see guys, as you observe that when you don't judge it directly, we can say that this reflection is correct, but I think it's not correct guys, because I'll explain to you that when you see a lighter object guys and on the water, it will always reflect, especially white or lighter color objects. So this tree here has white has white color, has white or have white trunks. So this part here you should be white guys, all of it should white or lighter color here, because mostly because the shadow, the background is darker than its um, the background is darker than the color of the trunk, so it should be light here guys, similar to this one. So it should be lighter color. So this one is actually it looks correct, but it's not really the proper way of painting the reflection. Okay, actually this one is correct here because it's dark and dark here. Okay, so now we're going to paint it correctly here. So let's see what we can do. And we forgot that we need to add a little dark color here for this for the reflection here, since this one is a little on the horizon. The horizon here is, so we need to put a little shades here. So I'm going to use the same color. It's a little blue green. So just add some shades of light or dark colors or dark tones here. That's it. There. Okay. That's it. Now we're going to add the highlights. So I'll be mixing a lighter color to use the burnt sienna, the blue, and some white. There. So it should be a light color guys. Then let's paint the reflection here. Again, just follow what you see above or what you see in the object. There. There. So I didn't put some leaves guys, but as usually there are some leaves here, but we should concentrate on the reflection. There. Okay, Now we're gonna add some highlights. You can add some curves guys, some waves on the water. There, so you can add some waves, something like that. There, to make it a little or more realistic. And some darker tones. So I'll just use this burnt sienna here with some dark blue. There, to add some blue color. There. There. Okay. So when you, wait, I'm going to add more reflection to here. You can make it wavy, or you can put some. You can put the curves, something like that. There. Okay guys, so that's the proper way, and you can observe here that this one is actually, although this seems like correct, but this one, it should be the best way of painting the reflection. If you have some light colored trees or tree trunks, something like something like the birch trees or other plants, or the tree trunks with lighter color or white in color. So here you can actually compare these two guys, and for me this one is really more accurate, or more correct or accurate compared to this one. Okay, so that should be the correct way. Okay, so I hope you understand guys my explanation. And we should not forget the reflection on the river bank here. There should be a little reflection here, so I'm using the same color, this guys, as you see the above. There. Okay, that's it. So here guys, we don't see any reflection, so this one is more correct than this one. Okay, so now let us proceed with this part here. So here on this part, I am going to show you the difference between the shadow and the reflection, but I'll just paint the reflection guys, and I'll put this tutorial because I know that some of us, especially the beginners, have confusion between the shadows and the reflection, and they think that reflection is also the shadow. So I'll tell you guys that reflection is way different than shadows. Shadows is the absence of light, and reflection is is the the object reflecting, or when you see yourself in the mirror, that's the reflection. Okay, so here I'm going to show you on the difference between that. So okay guys, so mostly guys, I actually see this posted on my group page or Facebook group, that they put something like this, or something like, or this kind of reflection. So this as you observe guys, that the light is coming from the left side, so they put the reflection here. Okay, so this guys is purely incorrect. So you are not painting reflections here, you are painting shadows. So this is the shadow guys, but mostly on water guys, you cannot almost distinguish the shadow, even if the light is so great, or so even if the light is so um, very bright, you can almost distinguish the shadow on the water. So as you always see the reflection, but there are some, even especially the water has really lots of light here, or some objects, or some floating small what do you call this, small falling leaves or something like that. If you can actually distinguish some lights there, but if the water is so clean, you cannot really see the shadows. Okay, so actually guys, I saw some of the posts, something like that, something like this one. So that's really incorrect, guys. Shadows and reflections are two different things. Shadows is the absence of light. The reflection is like a mirror. When you see there's an opposite the same object behind, or parallel to you, when you see yourself in a mirror, that's the reflection. Okay. And I will show you here the correct way of painting the reflection, the same as we paint here. So I'm going to put a little reflection on the river bank there, and let's paint the there. There. And you should not forget the branch. There. Okay, that's the correct way, guys. And let's not forget the highlights. Here. Okay, we can put some waves there. On the river bank there. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am done, guys. And yeah, so I'm going to explain, guys, that just follow everything you see above, from here to here. So it's here. So just follow everything you see, the object above, guys, and paint it below here to create the reflection. Yeah, something like that. And we add some waves on the river, or on the water. So I'm using some blue color with white. Here. So like you can put some waves, guys, something like that. There. To make it more realistic. just use the bluish color with some burnt sienna or some red. You can use red also to make the bluish color darker. There. So that's it. I'm going to add more. Okay. So here guys, I am done with my painting demonstration how to paint a reflection the proper way. So if you get something out of this guys and you can apply it on your own, you can apply it on your own painting. You can have your own painting guys, you can have confidence in painting the reflection of your painting if you are painting some rivers or something like that. Okay, I want to say thank you guys for watching this video today, and I want to say that good luck and have fun painting, and my advice is to keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you do it, the more you know how to use the brush, the more you know how to mix the colors. That's why I'm using limited colors in my palette, because I want you to learn to mix and get the desired colors you want. Guys, thank you so much. Please hit like, add some comments, subscribe for more videos in the future. Okay, thank you guys, have a nice day, and God bless you all.